Hi, data professionals. Morten here from Tabular Editor. In this video, we're taking a look at how we can use Tabular Editor as a wireframing tool to start developing your data models. In our blog post on gathering requirements for semantic models, we show an option of using Tabular Editor as a wireframing tool. What we can do is that we can take Tabular Editor and build the skeleton or make a mock-up of your semantic model before you even have the data. That really helps when gathering all these requirements for your model to quickly prototype it and see that it works the way you expect. In this video, we are taking a look at how to actually do this in practice. Step by step, we're going to go through the guide in the blog post to figure out how to build such a wireframe using Tabular Editor. We're going to build out a very simple fact consisting of one fact in 3 dimensions: invoices, products, customers, and a date dimension. The first step to take is to create a new model in Tabular Editor. I'm going to click Ctrl-N to create a new model, untick the Use Workspace database, as I only want the metadata for the model. We're now ready to start building out the different objects that we have as a requirement for a model. The second step I'm going to take is to create my table. I'm going to right click on the tables, create table, choose an M partition, and create my invoices fact table. I will do the same to create the product dimension and the customer dimension. The third step is to start adding shared expressions to my model so that I can reuse those later for connection strings. For my model, I'll create a SQL connection string as a shared expression. The fourth step is to create columns in your tables. I'm going to start in my invoices fact table by creating a data column using the shortcut Alt-4 and creating my product key. I'll do the same to create a customer key, as well as a fact column such as invoice amount. We're going to keep it very simple, so that's all I'm going to add to the invoices table. And to the customers table, I will also add its customer key, a single attribute, customer name, and to the product table, product key, and a product name. Now in this fourth step, I should also make sure to fill out the different properties of my column. For my product key, I will change the data type to integer, do the same for my keys in the fact table, and for my customer. My invoice amount should be changed to a currency fixed decimal number, and I can leave my customer name and product name as strings. I'll also add source column names. But I will in this scenario not be needing to add sort by columns. Moving on to the fifth step in our guide, we start creating the relationships of our model through our model diagram. I will create a model diagram, add my tables to it, and drag my relationship in place. The sixth step is then to start creating calculated tables that we require in our model. I don't have a date dimension yet, so I'm going to add that through a DAX script that I had from a previous model, apply it, fix it up to make sure that my sort by columns are set correctly, as well as adding an invoice date to our invoice fact table. Before adding the dates dimension to my diagram, I just need to ensure that my invoice dates is a date time, and then I can go over, add the dates, drag and drop to create my relationship, hit auto arrange to set it up in a lovely star schema. The seventh step is to create calculation groups in our model. I will here use another DAX script that I have from previously to create a time intelligence calculation group and apply it to my model. The script has ensured that I have a time intelligence calculation group that it will give me capabilities such as previous year, year over year, year to date, and previous year to date. A little thing I forgot when setting up my date table was to actually mark it as such. I'm just going to do that quickly now. The eighth step is to start creating simple measures from our fact table. I'm going to apply a macro to my invoice amount that says create sum measures and hide the column. And bang, I have my first measure ready to go. The ninth step is to create placeholders for my anticipated security role. I'm just going to create one so that we can create some security on our product dimension for different users. In the 10th step, I'm going to start organizing my model by first creating some table groups using another macro that I have. And by the way, you can find these macros on our script library, which I'm linking to in the description. After creating table groups, I'm going to continue organize my model into display folders and setting other properties as required. I will then end up with a model that is organized, and I can save my diagram into the final 11th step to have it later for documentation. And there we have it. I have now created a wireframe from the requirements that I gathered for my model. The amazing thing about a wireframe in Tabular Editor is that you can actually continue to use it. You can create a prototype based on this, inserting mock data into your partitions. Or when it comes to developing your model, you can just replace the partitions with one that specifies the connection string to your underlying data. And you can just import that directly into the wireframe model. The only thing you have to ensure is that the table schemas match each other between the wireframe and your source. What do you think of using Tabular Editor as a wireframing tool? Is this something you could see yourself using in your daily work? Do let us know in the comment below. Make sure to take time to read the whole blog post that we've written on gathering requirements. And to learn all things Tabular Editor, head over to learn.tabulareditor.com. Thank you for watching, and as always, have fun modeling.